Let me put you on game. Don't listen to people who lose or you'll do the same.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's week 10 of the season. Already, week 9 of our show, of course, because our bye week. Why? Because everybody needs a bye week. But we're back again. I'm on 5 High School Football Insider Show. I'm your host, Chase Smith, with my guy, Brent Hallman, Mario Rodriguez. And again, season's going by fast. Let's go ahead and just kick things off and get right into it. Last week, game of the week. Down on the Northeast, Canutillo defeated Chapin 21-14. Was pretty much the game for the district championship. Canutillo came away. Our player that came on last week had a heck of a game in Mr. Carrillo. He had the game-winning pick, 70-yard touchdown, as well as a blocked field goal that made a difference as well. That would have put Chapin up by 3 points, of course. But Canutillo definitely showed out in this game. They took the dub and pretty much secured a home playoff game. So just tell me a little bit about it, Brent.
Hats off to Canutillo. They limited us, and then when we had to pass in the fourth quarter, everybody knew what we had to do to get downfield. My man Lalo showed up and made a great play, made a pick, sealed the game.
Friend of the show.
He came on the show, had a great pick, and sealed the deal. Yeah.
Okay, now tell me a little about Canutillo on there, and what really led them to that victory, Mario.
I thought it was very opportunistic. I thought Canutillo took care of business when they had to. They had that big 70-yard run or catch for a touchdown. That big play with Lalo coming back.
Came out passing.
Yep.
A running offense that came out passing. Crazy that.
My team has to go see these guys this week, so it's kind of hard for me to say something too much because I don't want to let our coaches know, what we don't know because all my coaches are better than me. But what I will tell you is that Canutillo is a very, very good team. They have good defensive front, good secondary. Kind of go off of your point, I did notice Lalo is a monster, but there is some spots that you can attack. There is some spots that you can attack in that defense. I don't want to single anybody out, nothing like that, because that's not what it would be. I think you just got to pick your poison, see where certain strengths are and go to certain weaknesses. And I think, like I said earlier, Canutillo took advantage of their opportunities and capitalized better than Chapin did.
Okay. Yeah. My only take is that I just feel like Chapin didn't use their athletes the right way, and shows to why the loss like that happened. But hey, think about that. If they use their athletes, that game may have been a different way, and they only lost by 7.
We've coached a long time, and I think we've always agreed that the run sets up the pass sets up the run, and they go hand in hand. You gotta have that balance. If you don't have it, it's kind of hard.
One sets up the other.
That's why Austin's so good at what they do, because they run the ball 35 times a game, and their 3-4 passes end up for 65, 70-yard gains for touchdowns.
You gotta know when to throw it.
Yeah. So again, just to recap, Canutillo over Chapin. They took over that number 1 seed in the District 2 1-5A. Moving on to our sleeper game of the week last week. Man, was it a game on Thursday night? Beautiful game. Battle of the Woods. Eastwood over Mountwood, 48-41. Again, the staff was packed. Eastwood traveled well. Mountwood showed up. But again, it seemed like there was a point in the game where Eastwood was going to run away with it. Mountwood got a turnover, and they kept on bouncing back. But at the end of the day, once again, they had a bad game, but they find ways to step up. That Eastwood defense stepped up, made a play. A guy that, just was watching him a lot, had a okay game. But hey, big time players make big time plays no matter what kind of game they're having. Number 1, Jaden James sealed the deal. Got the interception for Eastwood. But shout out Evan Mijares, who is the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Player of the Week in 6A. Congratulations to you. You led that high-power offense to a win. And congratulations to the Eastwood Troopers as they got a share of the district championship as well as a home playoff game. Tell me a little bit about Mario.
So
on Mountwood's end, tell me about Mountwood's
and that's what I was gonna go with. Thank you. I'm glad you went that way. You did mention Jaden James, a phenomenal sophomore. My guy over there is Cam Harrelson. Cam Harrelson is a stud. That guy did everything he could to keep this game in hand. I saw him make plays left and right. The offense over at Mountwood, with Mr. Southern and company, Mr. Oaxaca and all them, they did good. The line did good. I honestly thought for one, and I've been the first one to say it, right, from the whole thing. East was going undefeated. For once, I had that big knot in my throat saying, "Oh man, I shouldn't have picked against Motwood because I was gonna have to buy them pizza or something like that, right?" But I'm glad it didn't turn out that way. Thank you for my pockets. But Motwood, you guys did a hell of a job. Nothing to drop your head on. You guys really, really are impressive.
Yeah, I think first of all, I watched this game great, and again, shout out to El Paso Sports Network for having the game on
Eastwood
online.
kids too. Those kids are freaking tremendous.
The Eastwood broadcast is
Tremendous.
great because I've watched that before when they're not at the SAC. Great there as well. But I tell you what, I just felt like it was a tight game. But I just felt like from the very beginning of the game, something just felt like Eastwood was going to take the win. It's just something about from the whole tone of it from the very beginning. And I tell you what, Montwood battled. Montwood was solid in their passing attack, lethal as well. Same thing with Eastwood. But again, just the game decided play from the defense of Eastwood, from Jaden James to seal it in a game that literally came down to the last possession. Great game. You got no complaints there.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think just the biggest thing with Eastwood, man, is just that when they have a head coach that knows how to get his kids ready, no matter, even though he knows, hey, my defense isn't as, I would like them to be, but hey, I still believe and I still have trust in them and faith in them, and it shows. Conrad pressured off the edge. Jonathan pressured off the edge. Jaden James, interception. Win the game. Hey, so again, shout out to the Troopers. They could officially be outright district champs this Friday night on senior night at Eastwood High School as they take on the Franklin Cougars. So again, they could be outright district champs this week. So best wishes to them as well over at Troopers Stadium.
Hey, don't forget, Mad Max surpassed 1,000 yards.
And
Max Mencia,
Max
congratulations.
Let me tell you, if you guys haven't seen him play yet, watch him play. He gets hit in the backfield for a 2-yard loss, turns it into an 8-yard run because he doesn't stop moving. And that offensive line again, I watched him play and they are nasty. They're dogs. Like, one got thrown out because he's just nasty. May have been a dumb penalty, but they're nasty up front, and that freaking helps.
Hey, I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm
You
trying to
good.
get you.
I stopped
Mad Max, if you're hearing this, you're welcome to come on the show. This guy has been trying to get
I've been trying to get you on for so long, Max.
Come on the show.
But again, Eastwood over Motwood, 48-41 down the SAC last Thursday. Congratulations to the Troopers. Moving on. Game of the week this week. Interesting. Battle for, you don't want to crown a team a district champion already in District 2 5A. But
This is the battle for second place.
Battle for second place.
This is 1-5A.
1-5A D.
D1.
One.
1-5.
This is the one I think. The 1A. What is it? 1-5A D1
bracket.
Right.
second place.
Second.
Yes.
Right, and
Not that we don't like it.
right, and I hate to say this, but it's as football fans, what's gonna happen. Big Bad Blue is gonna end up district champions. But hey, for a home game, potentially home game, Hanks.
I don't know why you have to apologize. Del Valle is going to be the district championship. Or, excuse me, they're going to be the district champions because they've won all their games and they're better than everybody.
They have one more.
No need to
token left.
apologize about that for sure.
Good coaching.
Yeah.
So Hanks takes on Parkland. They traveled. Hanks travels down to the northeast. The coach believes in his offense is averaging 467 yards a game. Minus Eastwood, I think this is the highest yards a game that I've seen so far. And Parkland averaging 264 yards a game. Knights are led by friend of the show, Marcus Portas, who will be on later on, averaging 261 yards a game passing. Their running back, Mr. Laguna, as well as Mr. Jude Blanco, who is a stud of a receiver as well. And they're led by Mr. Casillo on defense with 10 tackles a game. And of course, Parkland counters with Anthony Carrillo averaging 141 a game, and Mr. David Gomez, if I'm not mistaken, averaging 16 tackles a game. And
It's
Jaime Gomez, sorry about that, Jaime, averaging 16 tackles a game with their defense allowing 20 points a game. That's pretty interesting, knowing with a high-scoring offense like Hanks. So on Parkland's end, Brent, tell me what Parkland has to do in order to come out
I know.
victorious.
I'm going to be honest. I think Parkland does a really good job of out-athleting people. Now, I tell you what, I seen them up and close and personal against Chapin, and I think they were very solid trying to out-athlete Chapin. I think that it's a little bit harder with Bel Air because they have solid athletes. I just have to believe that Parkland has just a few too many athletes, and I think that it'll be hard to out-athlete them. That's not my official pick yet,
Right.
but if the plan is to come in there and out-athlete them by breaking them down to the skill position and spreading them out, I don't necessarily know that that's a good plan for Parkland.
All right, now Mario, on your end, so tell me things that Hanks needs to do to come out victorious against Parkland.
Well, I'm gonna have to counter with what Brent said. You know, Brent said they gotta, that Parkland would out athlete these guys, and to a certain degree that's true. But the only way you beat that is kind of play situational football. There's different teams, different sports where certain teams just match up better, right? So in certain positions, you just gotta find those key players that can fit somewhere and make a play, and you build and build and build, and then when someone adjusts to it, then you turn around and change something. You're setting something up from the get-go, and that's coaching. And I think Coach Release has got his guys feeling right, setting right, and I think those guys know what they're doing. I think they're gonna come out with a good plan, man. I'm not saying that's my pick, but I mean, Coach Release has showed us one thing: he's been ready for every game.
Yeah, my takes before we make our picks, real quick. Parkland, it needs to be a heavy dose of number 5, Mr. Carrillo. Give him the football.
Marco.
Yes, Anthony.
It's not
Anthony.
And defensively, Jaime Gomez needs to be like this, making plays. And for Hank,
Martinez.
and Caleb Martinez back there holding down. For Hanks, it needs to be a heavy dose of Mr. Porra to Mr. Blanco. They want to win. Put the ball in that kid's hands. All right, let's make our picks. Start with you, Mauro. Who you got? Who you got and why? Quick.
You're gonna say quick. That's not nice, but I'm gonna go with Hanks. I'm gonna go with Hanks because I've gone against him way too many times. Maybe I'm the bad luck guy or whatever, but I think Jude being who Jude is gonna make something special, and I think he's gonna be a matchup problem.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Parkland. I just think it's gonna be a little bit of a shootout. High scoring affair, not a lot of defense, but I do think it's gonna be kind of like a last possession affair, and I honestly believe that Parkland will be standing on top at the end of that. I say honestly 1-score game. Not sure how the kicking game is with either team, but I wouldn't be surprised in a 3-point game. But again, I just think that these are two very similar teams. And I just think that Parkland's been together just a little bit longer, and I think they're going to come away with the win.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go Hanks on this one. Parkland's going to come out strong and tough.
Hold on.
No wolf.
Oh! All right.
All right, I'm going to go Hanks on this one. I think they have something different brewing over there. Even though Parkland is, they're back after that tough loss at home last week to Bel Air. And introduce two of our another senior athletes as we've been doing this week. Coming down from Hanks High School, we have the quarterback, Mr. Marcus Porra, on the year. He's 116 passes on 174 attempts with 2,091 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. That's pretty impressive. He's top 12 in the state?
Yes, sir.
Top 12, okay. And then right here to my left is going to be Mr. Jude Blanco. On the year, he has 47 receptions for 1,252 yards with 14 touchdowns total on the year, 13 receiving, one rushing as well. And you're number, what are you in the?
Am I correct? I'm 5th in state.
5th in the state? Okay. So that's impressive. So ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Marcus Porra and Jude Blanco down from Hanks High School.
Welcome to the show, fellas. Welcome to the show. Hey, listen, we're going to start off real quick. You guys got some impressive numbers. What did you guys do this summer to help you guys get there? With the exception of, and you guys can't say I didn't coach Release. Go ahead. Let's start anyways.
I just think it was just the amount of time, you know, like this summer was hot. Like this summer was like 100 degrees like every day, but you know, like we still racked up our receivers, we still racked up our running backs, and like you know we got to work. Our online put in some work too. I saw that. We just put in work no matter what, day and night, and you know like all the hard work and dedication we put into the sport, like it's really showing off this year.
Absolutely, and you said it. You know, no line, no shine. How about you, Jude?
And then it's also been like a huge rebuilding season for us now that we have Coach Release. So we like, as a team, we came together and built like a stronger connection to, you know, be able to step up and like go through like the loss and like to be able to just like get better and learn from our mistakes we made and just improve overall.
So how do you guys build that team chemistry? You know.
You know, like we would you know, we would just hang out after practice, like, you know, do some like group activities, you know, just like have like team bonding moments with like, you know, like when we have like team cookouts, you know, just like all those things, you know.
And usually we're always just like working out together, on the field or at the gym. We're always just like with each other, you know, just putting in the work really.
Okay, and I know you guys mentioned Coach Felice. What you know, when he first came in, you know, he's gonna talk to his team. What's that one thing? If you guys give me something different, what's that one thing that really stood out to you to make you realize, okay, I really want to buy into his system and I really want to play for this guy? Because you know, you get new head coaches that come in and they may say the wrong things and kids may stray away. What's that one thing that made you guys want to stick around?
Well, first of all, he made us feel like he's our like father. You know, he made us feel like family. So that like brought me closer to like he actually cares about the team and then like how we're gonna work towards it. So it just felt like he really wanted it and like we wanted it too. So it made us better.
Yeah, it's just about what he brought. You know, like we have 10 steps and we have 10 steps to like what we're gonna become, and like it's just everything that he brought to us. Like, you know, like he, as soon as he came in, it was just immediate. Like, you know, we gotta get to work, and as soon as that happened, like we never felt that before. So you know, the team just bought in.
Okay, awesome. And then yeah, you're saying get to work, so he was able to push you guys right away.
That's it.
Okay. And just being the two leaders, you know, what's it like, you know, knowing that he trusts you guys to make sure your guys are ready every day. You know, what's it like to make sure your team is ready, game in, game out, whether after a win, whether after a loss. You know, what it's like to make sure that they're ready that next week.
Well, I feel like it's a big thing on my shoulders, but like I like it just because I want to be able to help motivate my team and like push them to want to win and want to become better versions of themselves. So I think it's a lot of pressure on me, but like I think it's good for me just so I can help my team out and be better.
Okay.
You know, just like after, you know, like let's go back to like when we lost to Austin by 1 point. You know, immediately like I went up to my guys and I was like, you know what, like it's not your fault. Like, you know, like a bunch of bad calls, like I missed a bunch of reads, and you know, like it's just like sometimes like you gotta take the pressure off their shoulders and put it on yours in order for everybody else to see, like, you know what, like, you know, like we got this, like we can move on and like we can move forward. So yeah, you know, it's just being a leader is like tough, but you know that's what we're made for.
Okay.
I think Coach Release has made two great leaders out of you guys. I was gonna kind of ask a question, but you kind of started answering it. But I'll go ahead and follow through with it. What's the best thing you guys have learned from a loss?
The best thing that we learned, I would say, it's just, you know, like shake it off. You know, like, you make mistakes. Like you're human, you're imperfect. So you make mistakes, shake it off, come back next week.
Yeah, kind of like what Marcus said. Like if you make a mistake, it's like how you react to it. If you really want to like be better and like improve from what you did, and like if the mistake brings you down and like just keeps you doubting yourself, then it just makes things worse. So like being able to just like taking accountability is something, you know, that we learned from a loss. You know, I want to put the team on my shoulders. You know, if we lose, I don't want to say it's like all of our fault, even though we all make mistakes, but like being able to just take the blame for the team and like helping us each other like become better, it just, that's how I feel really.
Okay. And you know, I know you're kind of talking about rebuild. But you know, mine I kind of see as a reload, but a different level. You know, you guys are reloading at the head coach spot, and you most definitely did. And you guys got a great one in Coach Felice. And many people, you know, didn't pick Hanks to have a very good season this year. No one had you guys in the playoff race. So kind of tell me a little bit about you guys' mindset going into each game, knowing that hey, every game is important, and you know, let's exceed our goal than you know what we already said. Let's start with you, Jude.
So honestly, a lot of people really did doubt us going into the season.
I was one of them.
So
100%.
it definitely gave us like that motivation, that boost to be able to like prove everyone wrong. So I think it really did help us, you know, because I do really think we're good as a team, and like I think people doubting us just gave us that motivation.
Okay.
That's kind of like what you said. You know, like it was a rebuild, but it was a rebuild at the same time. Like last year we had so much superstars, and like we were just juniors and sophomores. And now that we got moved, like now that everything like got put into place, and we got a great head coach, and like honestly the staff too, like Coach Ressa, my quarterback coach, and like Coach Little Belize PV5, like you know like they were, and like our DBs and all that, like we really came into place, and we like showed everybody, you know what, like we're not the same things. Like we'll come up here and we'll show you like how the kingdom really rolls, you know.
I love to hear that. I know, you know, kind of tell me a little bit about you know, you guys' mindset, you know, with playoff wise, and you know how you know it's not really a mindset from Hanks. You know, tell me about it on the last time they made the playoffs, and you know, just what's that different mindset now, Marcus?
You know, last time Hanks has been in the playoffs is 2019. We had a chance last year, we missed it, but this year, you know, like we just came in with that dog mentality. Everybody's been saying is how much we want to win, how much we want to roll, and you know, like what, like, you know, being 5-3 right now feels great, but it doesn't matter, you know, like if we go to the playoffs, we win or lose, you know, that's just something that adds on to Coach Lisa's record, and he's gonna help us get through everything. So I believe we'll win.
And I definitely think, you know, as seniors, this is, you know, you guys' legacy to start off with us. So next year's class, it's like, hey, you know, that was them. Now let's do ours. And I think you guys have the perfect man at the helm to go ahead and implement that into just the underclassmen as well.
Yeah, you know, that being said, I know that you guys want to move, you know, deep into the playoffs, make your run as everybody else does. There's a lot of schools that are going to miss the playoffs this year, and you guys were one of these schools that was picked to never make the playoffs. What's one thing I'm going to go with you, Jude, since he answered the last one, that you could give some type of advice to one of those programs, some of those kids that just watch the show and aren't here yet? Maybe it's another classmate, freshman, maybe a sophomore, someone coming up, a junior that doesn't get much playing time. What would you tell them?
Definitely just like, don't doubt yourself, because like we're all human, we're all beatable. It's how your mindset really is. If you put in that work, I just think like you are the way you think. If you put in the work, like that work will come out and show on the field. So just have that right mindset and want to be a better version of yourself, really.
So all this mindset, in my opinion, starts at a certain point, right? And we always like to implement the youth football into all of this. You guys both played youth football, you know, so what's that one coach, I'm going to start with you, Marcus, that kind of triggered you to either love football that much or your position or just the game in general?
I say Coach Clark from the Supers, Coach Rob Clark. You know, like he's the one that like I had to like stop playing football for a little bit, and you know I joined him, and he just like took care of me. He just showed me like how good I could really be, and showed like he helped me show the city like of my true potential, and it's just everything to me. Like he helped me just become like the player I am today.
Coach Clark, shout out to you.
Shout out
Thank you
Coach
for having
Clark.
Marcus back on the field because he wanted to quit.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Shout out Coach Clark.
Jude, how about yourself?
I'm gonna say Coach Kavase from the Tomahawks.
Second time. Coach, let me cut you off. Coach
Kavase.
is, if I'm not he's coaching over in Fort Carson. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah, he used to be a Tomahawks coach. Essex, you were part of the Tomahawks. Tomahawks. There you go. So carry on.
So yeah, but basically he just showed us like the real football. Like we would always like just go around hating each other, having fun, and it just made me like enjoy football more. And then we were really a good team. You know, we made it to city, we won city, and we went to state. We did lose, but like just having that competition and like, you know, and also enjoying the game just makes it really fun.
So I won't be Coach Kravasi is actually seeing. I don't know if he does or not. But you got 2 kids that have mentioned his name, and he's making football fun. So if you guys get a chance, go play for the gentleman. Carry on.
Yeah, definitely. Big game this week. You know, we know some implementations going down this week. You know, because you know as far as I know, you guys are still fighting for that district championship. But you know, big game this week against Parkland. What's the mindset going into the game this week? Without giving me too much detail for them to know, but you know, what's the mindset to make sure everybody's ready to go?
We're definitely gonna have that dog mindset going in, like, but we're also gonna be like focused at the same time. We want to like work around the mistakes we keep making and just being able to hit them like right away and just to like turn up, really just do our thing.
Love it.
I would say it's just, I agree with you. It's just having that dog mentality, and in order to like go and smack them in their mouth, like show them like, you know what, like just because we have these 3 losses doesn't mean that, you know what, like you come here and like we're gonna literally go into their house and we're gonna show them what's up. Like our defense is gonna play good and we're gonna play good. So I think we have a real shot at winning.
I love the confidence, definitely.
Pre-game meal. That's where this is taking. What do you guys eat before the game to get you ready for this game?
I got Panda. You know, Panda, the orange chicken and the noodles.
Ooh, that's like everybody's favorite thing. is
Panda really gets you right.
Orange chicken. How about you,
I
Jimmy?
mean, if Panda gets me throwing 261 yards a game, I think I'm gonna go ahead and eat Panda all the time
Hey,
too.
listen,
Hey,
man, I'm thinking of asking Coach Feliz if I can suit up too.
right? I want to get some Panda.
Oh, you're doing it for the Panda? I want to go play for Coach. Come on, man. Jude, what's up?
I don't want to be lame, but like I'm not really an eating type of guy. If I eat a lot, I feel like mentally it gets me slower.
We've heard that a couple times.
So I feel like, but I'll take like a sandwich or like just something light.
Right? Okay, now, post game after the win. After the win. Okay?
Mandatory. Water busy.
I'm gonna have to go with Tim Water BZ. We always go.
What do you guys order though?
It's on the menu.
The breakfast burritos.
Breakfast burritos.
Ooh, dang, that's twice.
Nice.
You guys gonna hear later on. That's twice
some
you've
of
heard
that.
breakfast from Whataburger.
So that would make it the 3rd time actually.
Third, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause we got
How
some
about
too.
you, Jude?
I'm gonna have to go to either the classic patty melt or
I thought.
Hey, and that's
Patty
like
melt.
5. That's
Patty
like
melt.
5 or 6.
Put some mushrooms on there, some bacon.
maybe the avocado bacon burger. I'll take that
We
one.
got that one too.
Yeah.
Bacon burger.
Go fire.
So guys, we gotta ask you guys go-to song, before the game. What are you guys doing? What are you guys listening to?
I got Superstar by Lupe Fiasco.
Ooh, if you yeah, throwback.
Definitely, I'll say like,
It could be anything, dog.
You can listen to country
The
too, bro.
artist.
Country's good too, bro. I mean, you can do whatever you
I
want.
can say the artist too. That's hard.
well, it's definitely either gonna be like, probably for sure Young Boy.
Young boy.
I'm gonna have to go Young Boy. He just gets me hyped, like whatever song he has on.
Okay, now we got two more questions for you guys. Both the guests can answer. Starting with you, Drew. How would you like to be remembered when it's time to hang up the helmets and the cleats as a Hanks Knight?
I definitely want to be remembered like just as like a student athlete who like I guess motivated people, but like at the same time, maybe it was good at football. Obviously, I want to have that look on football for sure, like to show everyone we set like the stepping stone for the football team. But definitely just like that student athlete.
What about you?
I think it would just be like known as the foundation, like that. The kingdom's back. Like just the foundation of like what we could become in the next years, and saying that like back in 2023 football season we had a dynamic duo too. So don't forget about us.
Yeah, definitely. Real quick before we move on to the next one. Have you your brother's record? Have you broken it? Are you close?
Well, right now I'm at 1252. I think he had 1700.
So, hey, well,
So
look,
I'm like 450.
look, you got 2 more games to do it, and then
playoffs.
playoffs, and that's the ultimate bragging race to have in the household.
That's for sure.
But hey, one more thing too is a high school memory. It could be anything that you guys would like to share with us.
So last year, I think it was before our homecoming game. Our two linemen, they got posted on FitFam. Paolo Casas and Alex. It was the battle of the 70s. It was a one-on-one baseball. and my boy Paolo, offensive lineman, he came down with it.
Nice.
One-handed too. It was crazy.
What about you, Jude?
Oh, yeah. This is a tough one. A memory, honestly, probably just. Oh, maybe like practicing in the rain. It was like raining super hard, and like that was a good feeling because I've never practiced in the rain, and like just having that dog feeling, you know, getting dirty with the friends. It was probably the best memory.
Awesome.
Anything else? I ain't got nothing else. Other than I want to wish you guys the best of luck. I want to apologize to you guys for that first win against Bowie that I took Bowie. I apologize, but I did say if I ever took you guys again and picked you guys against you, that I would buy you guys pizza. You guys have. Luckily, I've been picking with you guys whenever I had to. So thank you guys for coming out. We wish you the best of luck. We're expecting big things from you guys as a foundation. You guys are the ones that started it for Coach Release. You guys will always be remembered. We're always gonna remember you. Thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah, definitely. I would say I think this has probably been one of the best that I've enjoyed just because of the confidence that you guys have shown just behind it and just hey, we're gonna ride with this no matter what. But again, best wishes this week. Game of the week against Parkland. It's a very important game, just like every other game. But hey, best wishes the rest of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Drew Blanco and Mr. Marcus Porras down from Hanks High School.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming out, man.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and kick off our spotlight school of the week. I guess you could say it's gonna be down from the Pebble Hill Spartans. We got Amari Welch, Tyrese White, Marcus Torres, and Zarian Quarles. Okay, on the year, Marcus Torres, he has 29 receptions and 520 yards, 6 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns on the ground with 745 all-purpose yards. Amari Welch has 26 total tackles, 7 PBUs. And Mr. Zarian Quarles, he has 1,040 all-purpose yards with 12 touchdowns. And Mr. Tyrese White has 21 pancakes on the year. Ladies and gentlemen, down from Spartan Lands, the Pebble Hills Spartans.
Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show. You guys look a little scared there, man. You guys
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. I'll start it off, man. Asking you guys questions. Actually, you guys had a different squad. This is a whole new squad. How do you guys stay focused and trying to make that deep playoff run?
We'll go down the line.
Yeah, we'll start over there with Amari. There we go.
So to be honest with you, since we got a new group, a younger group, us leaders, the seniors, we gotta step up. Make sure everybody's getting enough reps at practice. Make sure everybody understands the game plan before Fridays or Thursdays, whatever day that we ready to play.
Tyrese, we gotta, no line, no shine. How do you guys stay motivated?
We gotta get our younger guys to step up, and actually we need our center to step up, Manny Ochoa, which he has been doing pretty much lately, and bring pretty much our defensive younger guys too.
How about you, Marcus? What do you guys get these guys going? Get your receiver core, all that. How do you guys stay motivated, stay focused?
We have 2 guys in the receiver core this year that haven't played on the varsity roster. It's just repetition at practice, and when you go iron versus iron, it sharpens you and it gets you ready for the games.
Absolutely. How about you?
I feel like it's a lot to do with what Tyrese said. I feel like it's really just like the young guys need to step up.
So keeping it with that, you got this 1,000 and so many yards, right? All-purpose yards. How do you stay focused, and what is your goal to finish off the year?
I just want to do like the best I can do to help my team, and it's really like the O-line for real. Like they do a good job.
There you go. Shout out to the line. There you go. You got your guy right there.
Yeah, definitely. I guess you could say, what's the, you guys have one more game and you guys get to freshen up for this bye week. What's the mindset going into the game this week, knowing that hey, we win, we lock up a home playoff game first round. What's that mindset? Making sure everybody is ready to go.
I'm gonna say our main mindset is to just play every game like it's just a regular game. It's not new. We've been here before, so we're just gonna keep playing it like we did last year.
Okay.
I'll say our mindset is to finish, so we can go ahead and get this home playoff game, get things rolling.
Honestly, I would say the same thing. We just gotta finish, and honestly, I think we're looking forward to that first playoff game.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we just need to like make the main thing the main thing.
I'm gonna start with Zario with this next question, but I'd like all you guys to answer the same thing, right? The question is real simple. What's one thing you individually learned from a loss this year?
We can't start flat. Like we can't start the game flat. Like we gotta come in like swing.
Absolutely.
Can't take anyone lightly. I mean, we saw that with Americas. We came in, I mean, like Z said, we came out flat. And we lost to an inferior team. I would say we have to learn how to play together. Not just like one person doing his own thing.
I would say not to panic after one loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when we lost Eastwood, everybody was pointing fingers. You know what I'm saying? It was just arguing. There was a lot of arguing after the Eastwood game. It was a lot of pointing fingers, talking trash to each other. So we just gotta learn how to stay together.
With that mindset, said, I'm gonna start with you, Amari, because you started it off. What is it like, putting up with the critics when I'm assuming the biggest critics are yourselves, coming from the program you guys come from?
Really, we're used to it. We're used to it. Like, even last year, we was #1, so everybody always, we're like, the face that we're talking about. Everybody's been talking about us all the time. So we're just really used to it, to be honest with you.
Expectations. I would say everybody expected us to go, like last year, district champs, but it didn't work out that way. So
They're still by districts.
My district's better than district.
yep. Honestly, I think they said everything perfect. I mean, yeah, I think they said everything perfect.
Yeah, really just like the expectations thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and so we were talking about those two tough losses. I know we kind of mentioned it a little bit, but just being able to bounce back, what you guys have had, and probably played the best game as a team so far this last week against Franklin. Now just moving forward, questions for you guys. What's the one thing a part of your game that you think you have excelled on this year that you weren't really there last year?
I say my zone coverage. I feel like last year I was really sloppy. I say sloppy when it came to my zone coverage. I've always been strong in man, but zone coverage and playing off and stuff like that, I just had to work on during the off season.
Okay.
I would have to say my footwork. Last year, I was kind of a little bit slow getting up the ball, so I had to work on my feet a lot this offseason to make sure I was there. Mine would be blocking. I mean, last year I didn't like to block. I mean, I wasn't as big as I was last year, as I am this year. I mean, but yeah, definitely my blocking. I'm a willing blocker now.
And then for you, Zay, I know you had that early injury during the year. What was it like, coming back to making sure that you'll be ready this year to carry that rock?
I mean, I feel like it was low-key hard. I feel like it came with a lot of pressure and a lot of expectation.
Okay.
Well, you've exceeded it in my eyes, so that's good. Yeah. Real quick, one thing I would say is, how far do you guys really plan to go in the playoffs?
As far as possible. Yeah. As far as possible.
Yeah, hey, listen, man, you guys are clicking at the right time. That's what it takes. Sometimes teams peak at the wrong time. You guys are peaking right now at the right time. So, I think I'm part of the show. We wish you the best of luck. I think you guys got something going, something brewing.
Yeah, definitely. I think this game, was a good turnaround as a whole, because you had a game where defense is playing good and then offense is not, and then offense is playing good, defense is not. This game you guys finally put it together against Franklin, and just watching you guys out there practice, you see the competitiveness, and you guys are together all the time. And even though some people get head tapped, some people get sacked, you guys have fun with it and making sure you guys are thousand.
Who got head tapped?
No, but it's definitely gonna be fun looking forward. But before we take off, I know we asked you before, Marcus, and you too, Amari. What's a go-to meal for you, Big Dog, Tyrese, before games?
Before the game?
Yeah.
Panda, orange chicken.
Okay. And what about post game after the dub?
Waddy's. It's mandatory.
All right. What's what's on the menu for you?
Those breakfast burgers.
Yeah? Does it slap like that?
Yeah, they be hitting that late at night.
What about you, Z?
I really don't eat before the game. Some people think that's bad, but it made me feel like more awake. And then after the game, Tyrese put me on the breakfast burritos. Oh God, yeah. Tyrese gonna be right.
So eat breakfast is what it is. Right. Go to song.
Go to song. I say. I don't have a go-to song with some bread fries, so. With some bread fries. Red 5.
Getting your feelings a little bit.
Yeah, I got.
Be mellow, be calm. Okay, respect that. What's your T?
I don't even listen to music before the game, but Coach T always has the song on in the air tonight, so I guess that's what we listen to.
Phil Collins.
4 Deep by Comethazine.
Oh, there you go.
I think like Ain't Controlled by Youngboy.
The fact that you listen to a rapper named Comethazine. What the heck? I've never heard that before. But
It's actually been on the show a couple of times.
Sounds like another mumble rapper that this generation listens to. But hey, whatever gets you guys hyped. But hey, best wishes this week, senior night for you three. Last time suiting up at the SAC, regular season wise. So best wishes there. Play your hearts out. It's the last one you'll get regular season wise. But here at the show, we want to wish you guys best wishes and on the rest of your season. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mario Welch, Tyrese Wright, Marcus Torres, and Darian Quarles coming down from Pebble Hills to represent the Spartans. So, best wishes this week, guys.
Thank you guys. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Homecoming going down at Quarles Stadium on the west side. So, Coral travels to take on Coronado. All right, I mean, Pebble Hills is playing their game to lock up the two seed in district as well as a home playoff game against Eastlake Thursday night for senior night. Pebble Hills. Big. Hanks at Parkland we talked about already. Interesting. Irvin at San Nelly. I got Irvin in this one, guys. San Nelly's triple option is not going to be enough.
Irvin.
Nice. And we got Bowie at Austin. Oh, wait, hold on. I just realized that's Bowie at Austin. Ooh.
That could be our second game of the week.
Since he's confused, Bowie.
What?
I
Everybody
got
went Bowie?
Yeah.
There you go.
Mountwood at El Dorado. I got the Wood.
Montwood.
And then Franklin at Eastwood. Game for Eastwood wins. They become outright district champs.
Eastwood.
Burgess and Andress. This game, whoever wins this game could be the third team in district playoff.
Andress.
I got Andress in this one.
Andress.
El Paso High versus Chapin. I got Chapin. We know your pick. Jefferson and Canutillo.
Abstain.
We know yours. I got Canutillo on this one.
Repeat it again.
Jefferson and Canutillo.
What's so funny, man?
Hey.
Not him just
Hey,
I think I'll take
tell you,
Canutillo in that
Back in
one.
'97, back in the day, bro, there was some upset city.
Before Canutillo was around,
it's
a new school.
Back in that day, Canutillo used to be our customer, bro. They come and ask us for
Hey.
our little stuff. We be Canutillo
I think I'm
regular.
gonna take Jefferson in that, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, right.
Canutillo. Anyway.
Canutillo by a lot. Horizon at Bel Air. Bel Air at least puts up 70 on him.
Bel Air.
Brett. Are you thinking?
I'm gonna take Bel Air closer than we think, though.
Oh,
I don't think it's gonna be quite a blowout.
Senior night, I think. I could be wrong.
I think it's gonna be closer than we think.
Del Valle at Isleta. Hey, Isleta wins this game. They're gonna
Del Valle, you stop talking.
I know Del Valle's gonna win, but Isleta could pull off the upset. They mess around and be in place for a district championship, tied for first against Del Valle. So, but it's not gonna happen. TV. Anthony at Reagan County. Reagan County's top of the state. I got Reagan County on this one.
Reagan County.
They're good. They're really good.
I don't know who either of those are.
Anthony.
There you go.
No, Baker. He picks Reagan County.
Yeah.
All right. We got Clint at Fabens. I'm gonna go Clint here.
Yeah. Clint.
Fabens.
All right.
Lone Wolf.
All right. Monahans versus Mountain View.
Remember that.
Mountain View got to travel 4 hours to go play Monahans. Monahans big.
Monahans as well.
Monahans.
And then Cathedral gets to travel to Austin, Texas to face St. Dominic's. I'm going to go St. Dominic's.
I'll go with the team from Austin.
That's a smart move. I'm sorry, Irish. No luck there.
And then Tornillo at Alpine.
Alpine.
Just say Alpine.
Yeah.
Alpine.
More
All right.
teams I don't know.
All right, so the season's coming down to the end. Brent, give me 2 things teams got to do to get ready for the playoffs.
The biggest thing I think is, and this is kind of like, teams have no control over this, and I'm gonna be quite honest. It's kind of like a luck of the draw thing, but you gotta stay healthy. I mean, you could do your due diligence and make sure you're practicing smart, You can make sure you're doing lots of recovery after games and stuff like that. But I think it's just important to stay healthy as you make that final drive into the playoffs, because bumps and bruises, high ankle sprains, this, that, and the other can lead to missing key players. And again, hey, it's one and done in the playoffs. So you're missing a key player and you lose, and there's no next week, so you're done. So I think the biggest thing to me is stay healthy. And that'll be the biggest thing I think that teams need to do around here.
Okay, and Mario, tell me the importance of film watching playoff time to understand what to do as well as come ready for the game.
Listen, I gotta thank our coaches. When I played, I broke down film. I knew what was coming before it came. I knew when someone had tendencies. I knew when certain routes meant, or certain routes were coming from certain formations, or what was the probability. If you're watching and you're on defense, you know what's coming. On offense, on the offensive side, based off of what you're seeing on defense, you know which one of your defenders are the weakest link, and you're attacking and attacking and attacking. Guess what? 9 out of 10 times when they replace him with someone else, that guy wasn't starting to begin with. So now you start attacking something else, and there's things to do there. I think if you're watching what's going on and actually paying attention, you will learn. I'm hoping these coaches are teaching these kids, because college, that's all they do. They watch a lot of film. Pros watch a lot of film, and really, in my opinion, wins start in the film room.
All right, so kind of give you guys a little update of what's going on as far as home games here. Eastwood's locked in. Pebble Hills wins Thursday. They're locked in. Those are your two home games for 6A. 5A, Division 1. Del Valle is pretty much locked in. And then you got that second seed fighting for the home game between Isleta, Hanks, and Bel Air. And you could throw Parkland in there as well. Those 4 teams are going to be the playoff teams right there. Actually, if Parkland loses, they're going to mess around and miss the playoffs. Because if he's in already, you still got Isleta, Hanks, and Bel Air. They can mess around.
Who would be the 5th team that would overtake them?
No, you have Del Valle, Isleta.
Well, because Isleta would lose to Del Valle, then they're out.
That'd be Isleta beat Bel Air.
Yeah, but you're talking about overall wins, losses.
Yeah, that's true too. So we'll keep an eye on between 2, 3, and 4 for District 1 5A, 2 5A, Division 5A, Division 2. Canutillo 1 seed, Chapin 2 seed. Both of them looking at home games unless Chapin slips up against Andrus. I don't foresee that happening, but it's a rivalry game. Rivalry games, kids play harder than what they're supposed to be. So you never know what can happen. I was at that game last year. Chapin was picked to win. They got upset. So, hey, you never know what can happen in a rivalry game. And that's
How can Coronado get into the playoffs? They have to win.
They can't.
They can't.
Nah,
They're damn near in last place out of fucking 7 teams.
They don't have enough district wins because they lost to Eastlake too.
If they win out, can they make it?
Nope.
There's only 2 games left.
Because they lost to Eastlake. They'll beat Coronado.
I think winning out puts them still below fucking Eastwood.
They finished with
or
Coronado.
Eastlake,
They finished with Coronado and El Dorado.
And Socorro?
They beat Socorro.
No, so you got Socorro.
Oh no, they finished with Socorro and
Maybe.
El Dorado.
Okay, so Coronado wins out. They end up 4-4. If Eastlake loses this week and next week against Eastwood, they end up at 3-5.
Eastlake's gonna lose both games.
Okay, so they end up at 3-5. Franklin loses this week against Eastwood. Then that makes them 3-4. Who's their last game?
Americas. Well, you used to have Americas in there too. Americas beat Coronado. Oh,
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Coronado beat America. Oh, that may be tricky.
So that's what I'm thinking. Coronado has
What's
a
America's?
slim
What's
chance.
America's?
If
America's
is 4th.
America's is
What are they
fourth
right
right now.
Um,
For sure.
hold on. Who does Coronado got for
So-
their last 2 games?
okay, Coronado last 2
Socorro and
games.
El Dorado.
Socorro and
They can beat those. They can win out.
Socorro. No. Socorro and Montwood.
They can't win out.
Well, let's just say they do.
Wait,
Yeah.
so Coronado lost to El Dorado? No.
No.
No, they won.
Well, if Coronado's last 2
yeah,
games,
because that was their only district win so far was Coronado.
Americas is off this week, and they have their last game is against Aldo, I think.
I thought it was
They'll beat El Dorado.
I don't think they will, to be honest.
Americas
No.
played El Dorado.
Their last
They
game
played-
is Socorro, so they're gonna win.
Socorro.
Whose last game is America?
Americas.
Okay,
So
they're
Americas
gonna
is
win that.
Americas is in there. No
They're
matter
gonna end, yeah.
Because they're gonna have more. Because I don't see Malwood losing to Cornell. That's gonna be senior night. So
Sons of bitches.
And there's 4, right? That go in?
4, yeah. So
But next year though, Cornell's gonna.
That's
be
fucking weird though. How it's 4, but only 2 go to D1 and 2 go to D2.
Big
How does
school,
that
small
work?
school.
I get that, but why is it not 4 like it is in every other?
because there's
fucking
only
district?
one division in 6A
Yeah, 6A is
until
only one.
playoffs.
Ah,
Because
that's
the
fucking
5A you
bullshit.
have Division 1, Division 6A. So it doesn't split into divisions.
They gotta
until-
fix that shit, man.
Yeah.
I like.
That's because 6A is too big. That's why they're looking at making a 7A. But
Yeah, I
that's-
seen where they talked about
I,
that.
I don't like that idea. 7A.
But those are like the.
I mean,
the
to be
Allens,
honest though,
the South Lakes.
motherfuckers will like it because it means more fucking state championships.
Now you get. You
No,
get,
I'm saying
you
for
get a total
6A
of
to
14
water down
state
6A.
champions in Texas.
That's true, but here's what you gotta remember: fucking rising tides fucking rise all boats, man. So even if you move it and split that, it's less teams in each fucking division. So naturally, there's more fucking playoff wins. There's more fucking goddamn state championships, and it's gonna help people.
So right now, but you know, ladies and gentlemen, week 10 of high school football is upon us. Our week 9 show is officially done this week. Brent Hallman, Mario Rodriguez, Trey Smith, signing off. Best wishes this week. Hey, you want your kids to come out? They better show out. Show out. They'll come out. All right, guys, have a good one.